to the Bukit Jalil National Stadium as the athletics reaches its final day. 2 sessions to play out here in Kuala Lumpur 2017. National Stadium hosting the athletics competition at the 2017 SEA Games, and this is the afternoon session, only the evening session to come on what is the final day of the track and field, day 5 of the competition, day 8 of the SEA Games of 2017. Well, the athletics began in fine fashion. It's been relatively warm conditions for the athletes. There's not much wind to speak of, humidity of around 50%, but the air temperature on what is among the warmer days for the athletes, around 34 degrees Celsius. There was some rain about earlier, but it's already dried up, but the heat has bestowed itself upon Kuala Lumpur this afternoon. Now, the men's high jump final, the first final to be contested. The women also, discus throw, and then 100 hurdles before the men go in the 110 hurdles. And then the 5,000 meter for men is the last event on the roster of the afternoon program, and the victory ceremonies to follow for those events. We start with the men's high jump. 9 contestants doing battle for the 3 medals on offer. Lazon Manuel Jr. Takleo of Philippines, Lee Hook Wei, former champion, Nasruddin Jumari of Singapore, another international who's looking to medal. We'll introduce the athletes as they appear. The 28-year-old who's looking to break the long-standing high jump record of Sean Guevara. Now a decade since Sean Guevara set the record at 2:17. The 28-year-old would love to overtake that. 3-time champion here at the SEA Games, last gold in 2011 from Malaysia. Lee Hook Wei, the 30-year-old, being roundly applauded by not only his compatriots but indeed his teammates. Nasruddin Jumari, the 25-year-old, won the Singapore National Games last year, and he competed in the National Army Games earlier this year and posted at 2:11 for Thailand. Narongrit Ketsang of Thailand goes 4th in the men's high jump final. Nguyen Tan Nan, 23-year-old, he's been slowly getting into his rhythm. He was 7th in the final in 2015. Well, Indonesia, Rizky Musyafa going off 6th. Now, this is a prodigious young talent. 2:17 at the National Age Group Championships in June. He's earned himself a call-up here, the 19-year-old Vudukan from Vietnam. Alongside him, Natapong Kamani of Thailand. And the favourite for the gold, the man who's clearing heights that nobody else has been able to clear in this field, Nauroj Singh, an Olympian for Malaysia, the 25-year-old. Also a man who's not only gold medalist in 2015, he was gold medalist in 2013 as well. And certainly Malaysia and Vietnam have dominated this men's high jump competition over the last 7 or 8 events, and 2 men in this field have claimed the last 5 gold medals on offer, going back now to 2007 when Lee Hook Wei won the first of his 3 consecutive gold medals. Nauroj Singh has taken up that mantle since and will be looking to continue his gold medal run with his 3rd consecutive gold medal haul. And Nauroj Singh easily capable of clearing 2 meters 30. So the athletes just warming up one final time. That's the Indonesian Musyafa. Well, the Vietnamese athletes have got a couple of real medal potentials, but the 2 Malaysians will fancy a 1-2 here. There's Nauroj Singh. And first to go from the Philippines, Manuel Takleo, 28-year-old. He's decided to skip his opening jump, so Nasruddin Jumari of Singapore The first to enter, he comes in at 185. First attempt for the Singaporean. No, an easy clearance. Good pace, bending runway, and just on the bend. Good takeoff as well. No real concerns. It hasn't got prodigious height like Naraj Singh of Malaysia, who is well fancied for the gold medal for good reason. It's a good takeoff. He got some decent height there, but he'll be well aware that his glute just cleared that bar by no more than around 10 centimeters, when the rest of his body was a good 20 or so beyond. So an entry at 185. It's been consistently clearing 205, 210, as Jumari needs to get up further than that to get into the medals you suspect. Thailand have two competitors, Natapong Kamwani and Narongrit Ketsang. This is Ketsang. Men's high jump competition is not likely to be disturbed by anything on the track. Of course, the events that go around the oval track sometimes disturb the field competitors. Oh, there looks to be a little bit of an issue here. They've called Nazaruddin Jumari back. His next height might be lower than that of the entry height of Ketsang. So Jumari, first attempt at 1m90. And easily cleared. So two good jumps. Just build a little confidence as well if you clear a few early jumps. Every so often, a warm-up jump or a jump that'll just break you into your competition is required for jumpers. They've all gone through their rigorous limbering up exercises on the training tracks and in the bowels of the stadium, keeping themselves limber and warm. Now, Narongrit Ketsang. His first attempt at 1m90. And he too, easily clear. They're clearing at 1m90. The reigning world champion, Bashim, has proved his ability as a high jumper in so many ways. He's been able to clear the most amazing heights already at around 215, 220 with scissors jumps, would you believe? Maybe he's gone beyond 240 in the high jump. This is another good clearance here. Thailand's second competitor, Natapong Kemwani. His first attempt at 1m90 is successful. The bar is 4 meters long across, the horizontal bar. And there's a fair amount of space for the athletes in which to get their bodies over that bar as they drift from one side to the other. Very seldom you see an upright being knocked. Fairly often you'll see the bar being cleared either onto the mat or knocked to the ground. Technical officials have been hard at work throughout, just trying to get everything accurate. The bar being moved up and subsequently being measured. Make sure that it's accurately set. These bars, these measurements are all calibrated beforehand in the build-up. They're checked periodically as well throughout. Thank you. Philippines awaits his opportunity for his first jump. Entry of 195.
Ladies and gentlemen, we donate attention to the field event to its even number. Executive Discus Throw Women Final.
Now this is the list of competitors for the women's discus final. Charawan Srisena of Thailand will be first to get an event out from the circle. Chu Kang of Malaysia will go second. She's warmly welcomed by the partisan home crowd. Mama San, Myanmar representative, will be third to go. Nguyen Thi Hong from Vietnam will go fourth. Oh, this is the competitor to beat. Not only gold medalist in 2015, she's won the last 3 gold medals on offer. Subanrat Insang, former Asian junior champion. Sumelpong Reajoy of Philippines will go 6th. And Yap Cheng Tan of Malaysia, one of the oldest competitors, silver medalist in 2015, will have a chance to go one better. She's last to go. The news for Singapore is that Du Xuan He is withdrawn. She's scratched from the competition, former gold medalist. Last time she won the gold back in 2005 at the SEA Games at the age of 36, was set to return for competition. An athlete who has had an up and down time with the Athletics Federation of Singapore. But made herself available for Kuala Lumpur 2017. Officially entered, but is not going to participate. It's going to take some effort for anybody in this field, though, to be able to get the discus anywhere near the distance that Subanrat Insang gets the discus out. She's got a phenomenal technique and incredible strength. And that metal disc for women weighs 1 kilogram. The men weighs 2 kilograms. 18 centimeters in diameter for the women. You've got to get it out as far as possible. And the defending champion looks very confident. She's just patrolling her area, as it were. So Malaysia with 2 competitors in this women's draw for the discus. Athletes just trying to keep themselves limber and warm. This is a sport where it's so easy to tear a muscle, to do some damage, to particularly damage shoulders, knees, hips, ankles, and the speed of the movement that's required as well. It's about building momentum in the circle. It's a 2.5 meter diameter circle, concrete circle with a board at the front over which you cannot step. Final warm-ups, as it were, for these athletes. Charawan Srisena of Thailand should be first to go, but it's her compatriots who's favourite. So, the women's discus competition can begin. And very slightly built Srisena of Thailand, comparatively speaking. There's the concrete circle from which she will need to launch this discus out. It's a 29-degree sector from which The discus needs to be released. Needs to land inside that demarcated area for a throw to be measured. A little rotation and a couple of spins before heaving it out towards the 40-meter mark. So we'll register a throw first up. Won't be delighted with it, but at least she's got a throw on the board. It's a confidence booster in itself. Just try and get the technique settled in the circle. Athletes, you might notice, have to leave the circle from the rear half of the circle. So just went for a distance, 39.58, just short of that 40-meter mark. Constantly getting advice as well from the more experienced Insung. Chukang Ni of Malaysia. Big wind up. Doesn't use all of the circle. Tries to get herself as close to the very edge as possible, and she's launched it out to around the 47-meter mark. So it's a very handy opening effort. Anything over 45 meters, you're already looking at medal chances. Gold medal chances, you'd need to go at least 57 meters, I suspect. And possibly longer. And Insung is in that sort of form. Well, there you have it. Well, it's not just a personal best, 46.99. Fantastic first up. What you want to do, good confidence builder, lay down a marker for all the other athletes to chase. 1 centimetre short of 47 metres. My son of Myanmar next up. Pulled the discus to the near side of the marked sector, but around the 40-meter mark as well. So 39.88. Thi Hong of Vietnam. Nearly lost her balance, manages to gain control of herself, and she'll find herself in second overall, just shy of the 45-meter mark, I suspect. She's a medal contender, certainly. The ability to go far further. Flat trajectory for that effort.
Ladies and gentlemen,
two big rotations. Trying to gain as much momentum as she possibly can before releasing that 1 kilogram metal disc. 44.64, so solid opening attempt, which sees her currently placed second. But I suspect, barring a no throw, she'll be placed third following the effort of Subinrat Insung. Already this season, she's gone well beyond 55 meters on numerous occasions, including the 56.82 that she threw to take silver at the 2017 Asian Championships. She She has the SEA Games record at 59.56. Oh, very easy. Huge speed, but a flat trajectory and not nearly the distance that she would have liked. Steps out of the circle. Doesn't want to have that recorded. Only around the 45-meter mark. Can't get the technique right this time. And walk out the front. Not interested in having that measured. She's got 6 attempts. Managed to register an effort that supersedes the effort of Chu Kang Ni, the Malaysian, who's just set a national record with her personal best, 46.99. Rare of Philippines. No, she's got that wrong, so that'll be a no throw. Don't worry about where the discus went. It was just shy of 45 meters, but it's a no throw. Put herself completely off balance. The throwers with a lower center of gravity do tend to have a little bit of an advantage in terms of maintaining their balance in the circle. A couple of no throws in succession. Now, Yap Cheng Tan, who's just seen her Malaysian national record broken by her teammate. Personal best of 46.84 for Yap Cheng Tan. What response does she have? No. Well, so far off target that she's gone and thrown this not just into the net, but into the metal pole that supports the netting on the side of the circle. So a no throw for Yap Cheng Tan of Malaysia. 6 attempts for each of the athletes. So this is how they stand following the opening round. Chu Kang Ni, 46.99, a fine effort. Nguyen lying second overall. There's still much to happen. This is the start list for the women's 100-meter hurdles final. And a couple of enthralling sprint events to come. The 100-meter hurdles for women, the 110-meter high hurdles for men. Being introduced, Chantawong Maniwan, 5th in the heptathlon, 14.70 she ran in the event in the heptathlon. It's the first event of the heptathlon, and alongside her is the heptathlon silver medalist Emilia Nova, who is 4th in this event as a hurdler. She holds the national record for heptathlon and hurdles in Indonesia. The 26-year-old Raja Nursina of Malaysia, 13.85 in Baku in May. She'll be among the contenders for gold. Suchada Misri of Thailand, 14.13. She ran at the Thai Open this season. Goes in lane 5. The bronze medalist from 2015 from Vietnam, Tran Thi Yen Hoa, 24-year-old, 13.78 at the Vietnam Open. We're going in lane 7 for Singapore, just 19 this year, 3rd in the Thai Open in 14.44. Also for my 100 relay runner. And in the outside lane, lane 8, Nur Syafika Anis, 21-year-old, 14.01 she posted in April, but she did have a hand time 13.9 at the Track All-Comers Meets in Ipoh in February, at the same event. Raja Nursina posted a hand time 13.7. Nursina will fancy herself going from lane 4 for a medal. Misri as well for Thailand. Trying to want to improve on the bronze she won 2 years ago, but watch out for the youngster in lane 7 from Singapore. She's just 19 this year, but vastly improved. And perhaps, yes, perhaps a medal in the offing. But Emilia Nova, who ran a 13.58 in this event in the heptathlon, surely the favourite for this event, national record holder in Indonesia for the women's 100-metre hurdles. From the starting blocks, got to negotiate 10 hurdles, spread over this 100-metre straight. Well, Nova doesn't get off to the best possible start. It's alongside Nushino looking best, but immediately looking very strong. Going in lane 6 is Tran of Vietnam. Nova is looking good. Oh, there's a fall. There's a real opportunity here. It's goal to Vietnam in the end. Nova clips the hurdle and Zaini pops in for the bronze medal for Singapore. Tran with a dominant performance for the gold medal for Vietnam. All sorts of disappointment for Suchada Misri of Thailand. Well, 14.14, so that's a new national, that's equaling the national record for Singapore for Zaini. The 19-year-old for Singapore grabs another athletics gold medal for Singapore, but another athletics gold medal to Vietnam. Vietnam have won every track gold medal on offer in the women's draw, bar the women's 10,000 metre, which is so completely dominant. So many hurdles being hit, and Roshina falling victim to that as well. Brilliant run. Nova clipped the third last hurdle, couldn't get there. Roshina managed to continue, claims the silver for Malaysia, but a big stumble on her outside by Misri. A fine run by Tran. It was well controlled, and the youngster Zaini of Singapore just continued on her merry way, didn't clip the hurdles and managed to finish third overall, equaling Jana Wong Min's national record of 14.14. But the gold medal undoubtedly to Tran Thi Yen Noa, 13.4. She's been running into headwinds all season. She'll be delighted that she's finally not facing a headwind. 13.92. Nushina takes the silver for Malaysia. Well, she poses at the scoreboard. It's not a SEA Games record. That still belongs to Tricia Roberts of Thailand. Half American, half Thai. Posted such incredible times a good decade ago, including a 12.85 to win in Brunei in 1999. And Malaysia can add to their medal tally with a silver in the women's 100 hurdles. Confirmation of the results then. Tran with the victory for Vietnam, another gold medal to Vietnam. Raja Nushina claims silver for Malaysia, and in new national record time, Zaini for Singapore.
Ladies and gentlemen, we just witnessed the women's 100-meter hurdles with an excellent run and great victory. Shortly, we will witness the men's 110 meters hurdles finals at 4:35 p.m. Don't miss the opportunity to be with us as we witness this live from the National Stadium in Bukit Jalil.
Sean Bong, the joy of Philippines now for her second attempt. No throw, her first, horribly overbalanced. Trying for that 1.5 rotation. This time a little better on the balance. Doesn't get quite the distance she got last time, but it's still around 43.5 meters, maybe even 44. 43.91. Leave her 4th overall. So to register a first throw as well. Second attempt now for Yap Geng Tan. Very disappointing effort again. She hit the metallic upright for their first attempt. And this one just came out completely wrong again. Battling to get it going here. Just, what's the problem with the grip? So Jung Tan walks up the front of the circle. Disgusted with that effort, so doesn't register a distance. Looks over to have a word with their coach. After 2 rounds, 2 no-throws for Insang and Yap. For Chu Kang Mi, 46.99 are their first attempts. Nguyen and Suiseda. Suiseda to improve of her best effort of around 44 meters. She got better height on this one, but not enough power behind it, so it'll fall short of her best mark. Just under 42 meters. 46.99, 2 throws in excess of 45 meters for the leader after 2 rounds, and the home favorite. Chu Kang Mi, new national record with her first attempt. Can he improve on that here? Well, that looked like a really good throw again, out towards that 47-meter mark. Has it gone beyond the 47-meter mark? She's in a really solid rhythm. She looks like she's inspired. She's producing a very solid series. All 3 throws in excess of 45 meters, and that one could even be longer than the first. It's not going to be far away from that first effort regardless. Just shorter or a touch longer. Walk over to her coach as well. 46.59, so slightly shorter. Worst throw of 45.90 is still better than any other throw in the field. 3 rounds for the Malaysian. Son of Myanmar only just stays in the circle, unfortunately for her. The discus not coming out. The side netting, and walks out of the front side of the circle. It's a no throw. Nguyen of Vietnam looking to improve. get her into top position if she goes long here. And again, just over 45 meters, not quite the distance. She won't take the lead here. She'll remain second overall. Well, that was Nguyen's distance, 45.10, so she remains second overall. But here is the favourite, Subanrat Insan. 2 no throws to start, her third attempt. National record of 60.09 meters for Thailand. She's got serious power, but she needs to register a throw. Again, it's just not happening for Thai star. She's had all sorts of shakes of the head. She just can't make it happen. The discus is not coming out cleanly. It's dipping very early. That's short of 45 meters in terms of the distance launched. All she wanted to do was register a throw, so currently second overall with at 45.19, her third attempt, and finally count. This is the start list for the men's 110-meter hurdles. Seven athletes battling for the gold medal, 2 Thai, 2 Malaysian.
Ladies and gentlemen,
and 1 each from Laos, Singapore and Philippines.
Event, the men's 110-meter hurdles.
The championship record for this event is 30.69 seconds. Set by
So being introduced now, a favourite and a man who's always got a smile on his face, the champion in 2009, 2011, 2013 and 2015. The defending champion, 4-time gold medalist Jamras Rittidet of Thailand. The man who holds the SEA Games record after his victory at Singapore 2 years ago with a 13.69. He goes in lane 2. Going in lane 3. Alongside him, a former medalist, Kaisa Anuson, a 23-year-old, 6th in the 2015 final after clipping the hurdle, but bronze medalist in 2013. Going in lane 4, Abhisit Lamnai of Thailand, second representative from Thailand in the field. Alongside him is a man who's no stranger to the podium. He's got 3 silver medals behind Rittidet, who goes in 2, representing Malaysia, 13.67 national record in May. From Singapore, Ang Chen Sian, a 23-year-old Singapore national record holder, set earlier this season in the Thai Open. These were Aizad bin Mohammed, a 20-year-old of Malaysia. Well, he needs a big improvement on his best time of 14.41 if he is to challenge for a medal here. And going in lane 8 from the Philippines, a man who came to this track earlier this year at the Malaysian Open, visited Kuala Lumpur around a 14.16 at the Malaysian Open. Vincent Kingsley Bautista, a 23-year-old, goes in lane 8. Rittidet in 2, Nuson in 3, Wong Lamyai in 4, Shah in 5, Ang Chen Sian of Singapore in 6, Aizad bin Mohammed in 7, and Kingsley Bautista in 8 for the Philippines. Shah finally breaking into the type of speeds that he needs to challenge Rittidet for the gold medal. Rittidet, 4-time defending champion, goes in 2. Gets off to a very good start as well, Rittidet. first-time clearance, and it really is a race on here between Shah and Rittidet, it seems, in the early stages. Going on the outside, also Kingsley Bautista for the Philippines. But at the moment, it looks to be the Malaysian who's clearing here, and he'll cross the finish line first. Rittidet has been beaten for the first time in 4 SEA Games 110-meter hurdles races. And what a celebration for Raisam Shah Sufyan, the 29-year-old who set a new national record with a 13.67, competing in Germany in May. Hasn't gone quite so fast, but has ran a 13.82 that sees him claim the gold medal in front of his home fans. Well, the grandstand packed at the finish line. It's delight for the Malaysian. Rittidet has to settle for the silver medal here, and it looks like Kingsley Bautista of the Philippines managed to come home in second place. Congratulating his compatriot Iswar Hazad bin Mohammed. His time will come at just 20. It's been rounded out to 13.83, but a fine run for a man who's claimed silver behind Rittidet at the last 3 Southeast Asian Games. In Kuala Lumpur 2017, he's changed the record books and he's written his name into the history books. It's a Malaysian gold on the track. The national record holder is now the SEA Games champion. 13.83 to claim the gold. Well, Thailand's Chamrat Rittidet congratulates the bronze medalist from the Philippines, Clinton Kingsley Bautista. And he will celebrate a 5th consecutive medal in 5 SEA Games attempts. The last 4 have been gold. 14.15 for Bautista. It's his best this season. But he got off to a splendid start. And he just did not stop clearing those hurdles. They stand at 3'6", so over 1 meter high. And for the shorter athletes, it can be problematic and disruptive to the rhythm. Spread over this 110-meter straight, absolutely no problem in negotiating the 10 hurdles for the Malaysian. And covers the 110-meter distance with 10 hurdles very easily. 13.83 claims the gold. Ahead of the gold medal favourite, Rittidet. Had to settle for silver. Running on the inside lane, lane 2. And going on the outside lane, lane 8. Bautista finishes in the bronze medal position. Just sheer delight for the Malaysian camp. Well, he's been competing in Europe for the last couple of years, and that's clearly impacted on his performances. New national record earlier this season. Another explosive start and a fine run to follow. And a gold medal now in front of his home fans in Kuala Lumpur 2017. So Ansun of Laos misses out by 3/100ths of a second on a medal in the men's 110-meter hurdles, but Clinton Kingsley Bautista of Philippines bronze. Rittidet, 4-time gold medalist, takes silver, and 3-time silver medalist Shah takes gold. So after 3 rounds in the women's discus, it remains Chu Kang Ni of Malaysia first. Currently 7th overall. Marmar Sin of Myanmar. Short of the 40-meter mark. To get a balance right in the circle. Mama-san, after 4 attempts, remains 7th. Malaysian Yap Jeng-tan. Just to the throw, 43m86 at her 3rd attempt after 2 no throws to start. Slower getting into the rotation, but sometimes can settle an athlete. Doesn't have the momentum behind that throw, but struggling with your balance. Sometimes to start a little slower, try to finish a little faster, the way to go. This will not be an improvement. Around the 41-meter mark. And nowhere near her best of just under 47 meters. She can post her personal best. She'll be in silver medal position overall. So coach is trying to go through the motion with her. 41.55, no improvement, remains 6th overall. From the Philippines now, Sumulpong Reajoy. Well, that's frustrating. She looked to have good momentum, but just released it too early. Hits the metal upright that keeps the net standing. So a no throw at her 4th attempt. She remains 5th overall. After 3 throws, of course, the athletes throw in reverse order from worst distance to best. In other words, the athlete with the longest throw after 3 rounds will be last to go. Charawan Srisena. She's in the medals until after 2 rounds. Finds herself one shy of a medal placing here. With improvement of beyond 45 meters to get into the medals. And this will be well short of a medal position. Good control at the end of the concrete circle. Has a better centre of gravity than some of the other contestants, but doesn't have quite the physical power of a few of her opponents. So 41.27. Certainly nowhere near an improvement. Now, Nguyen Thi Hong Thi of Vietnam, 45.10. Currently 3rd overall. She would fancy a medal at these championships. Comes in decent form of over 45 meters. Oh, it's gone and caught the side netting as well. Released a little too early. It's not always easy. These are athletes that practice day in and day out, that work on their throwing, trying to control what is generally 1.5 rotations and then trying to release during that 2nd rotation, and then often a 3rd or a full rotation after the release, just to balance yourself. And it's rather difficult. Now, Suvinrat Insang has been struggling. She's launched 3 attempts that have been disappointing by her ridiculously high standards. The defending champion here, nowhere near her best. Where does this one go? That's a lot better. Now that's closer to her sort of mark. She'll take the lead and put herself in gold medal contention. But she will not be happy with the distance. Well, she knows it's there, she knows she's in front, but this is an athlete that goes over 55 meters before she's warmed up, who's struggling to hit 50. Three-time defending champion. Smile breaking onto her face now. It's a little more comfortable when you know you're going to take the lead. Just waiting for the measurement to confirm the distance of that fourth attempt. The leader after 3 throws from Malaysia, Chu Kang Ni. .46.99 in her first attempt. Needs an improvement on that to get back into gold medal position. She didn't have much momentum going there. Still got it out to just short of the 45-meter mark. It's her first throw since Insung has gone beyond her mark, so perhaps a little blow to the psyche. Still a smile on her face though. 46.99 is a fair mark for any other athlete in the field to break. So the silver might be safe, but she'd want to challenge for the gold. She's going to need a good meter and a bit improvement on her best to get up into that gold medal position once again. So 44.45, her worst attempt so far. After 4 rounds, Insung's 48.14, the best distance so far. Chu Kang Ni of Malaysia still holding on to second. Another look at the men's 110-meter hurdles, where Malaysia claimed the gold. Raisam Shah running to glory ahead of favourite Ritiret, who claimed the silver, and a fine bronze medal for Philippines runner Clinton Kingsley Bautista. So Pung Lam Nhai officially disqualified. He clipped a hurdle, hit it hard, and came down in the penultimate hurdle. Confirmation of the results. Looking to improve in her current position of 6th. Over 45 meters, a mark she's achieved with regularity in the past. Again, just doesn't get anything on this, and a no throw. Disappointed, screams in frustration, then steps out of the front side of the circle. So registers a no throw, but that was deliberate rather than a loss of balance. From the Philippines, looking to improve her standing. Second time she's done this now. She's getting very close to the side of the circle. She's battling to release this discus in that sector. into the netting, hitting the upright and then back down again. So another no throw registered for the Philippines discus thrower. So series of 5 throws with only 1 legitimate attempt that has been registered. Need to improve by over a metre to get herself in the medals here. Hasn't kept it within the marked sector. Marked sectors are for a number of reasons. Among them, though, is the safety and security of those around. A number of disciplines that have needed safety to dictate what exactly happens with the event, including the javelin. They had to shift the center of the javelin, the center of gravity, forward so that it would stop going beyond 40 meters. Now, did somebody dare him? If he won gold, that he would have his hair shaved off. Well, it's a new look, but he'll take it if it comes with a gold medal. Where's my hair gone? We'll save money on shampoo over the next little while.
Oke, tontonan tonton, mari lagi kita di pandangan ke arena untuk menyaksikan acara balapan 5.000 meter lelaki pekan akhir.
Now to the men's 5,000 meter.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the
To introduce the competitors in the men's 5,000 meter.
Final. 113,
Agus Prayogo, already champion in the 10,000. Former champion in 2011 when he completed the 5,000, 10,000 meter double, goes first up. This is Nguyen Van Lai, the defending champion and the record holder.
4.8 seconds. 224.
Suruyong, 26-year-old, already a gold medalist in the marathon at Kuala Lumpur 2017. He won the marathon event as well in front of his home fans in Singapore 2 years ago. Prabhadus Krishnan starts from the wider position. And this group of athletes, 9 in total, who will do battle for gold, silver and bronze. Lev Van Tau, 20-year-old, man who hasn't gone sub 15 minutes this season.
108.
Cambodia's only competitor, Mahaviro, starts in a wider lane position.
260.
Sanjay Namket ran a very fine 10,000 meter to claim the bronze medal. He was bronze medalist in this event 2 years ago. Tamawongchit of Laos goes in lane 8. And the final competitor to be introduced from Myanmar, a man who ran a 15:29.57 in Singapore in April. Sun Nine, 26-year-old, starts from the widest position. The runners make a bunch start from a slightly curved line. As the men's 5,000 meter gets underway, it is 12.5 laps of this 400 meter oval track here at the Bukit Jalil National Stadium. And immediately darting for the inside with the very composed looking marathon runner Suruyong, who's not entirely unfamiliar to the 5,000 meter distance. but looking to challenge for another medal here, building on the confidence that he has from his marathon glory run, not only in Singapore 2 years ago, but here in Kuala Lumpur as well, less than a week ago, standing on the top rung of the podium. The battle surely, though, will be between Agus Prayogo, who at the moment finds himself lurking near the back. In the 10,000 metre, he generally prefers to lead from the front. In most races, in fact, he prefers to lead from the front. The 32-year-old, though, the 5-time SEA Games champion, finds himself one place from the back. Well, the Malaysian Krishnan currently is tucked in behind Singapore's So Rui Yong. Namket of Thailand, bronze medalist in the 10,000, finds himself in the top 3 in the early stages, and Sun Naing just currently in 4th position. So the 2 favourites, you would imagine, would be Prayogo and Nguyen. Now, Agus has always got a host of chants and cheers going on. These are runners that regularly go sub 14:15. This pace doesn't look like it's quite up there for a record-breaking type of run. Nguyen Van Lai setting a new national record with his 14:04.82 that won him gold in Singapore. As he beat Prayogo into silver medal position, the roles were reversed in the 10,000 metre. Prayogo champion again. So settling themselves in the early stages of this 5,000 metre. A race that is among the oldest in athletics competitions. As much of the athletics competitions and much of the sports that are competed on an international stage these days go back to the organised events that were formulated by the ancient Greeks, particularly today's athletic events. Organised a host of races over various distances. Every Olympic Games since 1912 has included a men's 5,000 metre race. It's a race that in recent times has been dominated by East Africans, and an East African-born Briton named Mo Farah. So things are starting to change now, and this is what we're used to seeing. With 10 laps to go, Agus Prayogo leading, and the man who will challenge him for the gold medal, most certainly, Nguyen Van Lai, 29-year-old Vietnamese man who ran a 14:42 at the Thai Open, the best of the times. Agus Prayogo posted a 14:36 in Baku in May. Namket, another man who competed at the Thai Open, ran a solid 14:51.61. Also ran a steeplechase at the National Army Games back in March, around 9.5 minutes, so he's got some speed about him. And how will the 10,000 metre affect the runners? How will the 10,000 metre affect a couple of the athletes that are competing for medals in this race? Well, the Indonesian from the Vietnamese, from the man from Myanmar with 9 laps to go. It is Prayogo ahead of Nguyen, ahead of Krishnan. With Namket still in the reckoning. So too is Sun Naing of Myanmar, and not to completely discount Singapore's So Rui Yong, the 26-year-old. This has not gone better than the 14:55.91 that he ran at the Portland Track and Field Festival back in June. And this is not his preferred distance, the marathon runner. But always helpful for a little bit of speed training for long distance runners. 5,000 metre, but to be competitive genuinely, it's an event that you do need to focus on. been dominated in 2017 by Mukhtar Idris. Managed to break the dominance of Mo Farah at the recent IAAF World Championships. The great name of the 5,000 meters, a couple of great names. You've got to think of Saïd Ouita, a very versatile Moroccan runner, came through in the mid to late 80s. An Olympic gold in sensational fashion in 1984. World title after that as well. And the first man to cover this distance inside 13 minutes. Of course, there are several athletes that have done it since, including Daniel Coleman of Kenya, Haile Gebrselassie of Ethiopia, and his all-round competitor Kenenisa Bekele, one of the greatest athletes of all time. And Agus Prayogo currently leading the way, 32-year-old Indonesian, looking for his 6th gold medal of his SEA Games career. Came to Kuala Lumpur 2017 as a 4-time SEA Games champion. And reclaimed his 10,000-meter crown. He's been doing some work with Emilia Novo, who failed to medal in the women's 100 hurdles, but she did claim a silver medal in the heptathlon. She really dominated the track events, no doubt. Thankful for some of the advice that he was able to dish out. Now, this is a little better from Namkit. If he is going to allow anyone to dictate terms, he knows he's not going to have the back-end speed to be able to catch the likes of Prayogo and Nguyen. So he's going to try to take the race to his more fancied competitors. And now what we're seeing is a break-up. The top 4 are moving away from the remaining athletes in the field. Trying to hold on to the back end here is Prabhadus Krishnan of Malaysia, the 26-year-old. He's just on the back end of this quartet with Namkit taking this race by the scruff of the neck and trying to lead Prayogo and Nguyen Van Lai. Prayogo gold in 2011, 2015 silver. Nguyen Van Lai gold in 2013 and 2015. Bronze medal in 2011 as well. The SEA Games record holder is still tucked into a very handy position to make a charge for the line. He's got a strong finish. And one to add to Vietnam's already enormously impressive tally of 15 gold medals in the athletics competition. That's more than double the number of gold medals by any other nation in the track and field competition of the 2017 SEA Games. So Namkit leading here for Thailand. And this 5,000 meter, just approaching the 9-minute mark now. These athletes have opened up a fair gap on the competitors trailing them, around 60, 70 meters perhaps. So one of these men, if they can hold on, will be taking the gold. And one of them will also miss out on a medal if these 4 finish in the order they are running. Of course, the order is yet to be decided, determined, and Prayogo might be breaking. There's a water station position for the athletes around the back straight if they are feeling a little in need of hydration. So Namkit, there's the water station. The athletes just passing by, not concerned by any water station at the moment. Namkit tried to make a break for it, was unable to do so, is now being boxed in by Prayogo and Nguyen, who just tucks in between Prayogo and Namkit. Still holding on there, Prabhadus Krishnan. He's pushing for his personal best. This pace is not beyond a stronger finish, but it's certainly not going to be one of those races that is going to be anywhere near the record time of 14:04.82. We'll be very lucky to see anything under 14:30. Will require some speed at the finish. And the chasing pack includes Soro Young, Viro and Levantao, athletes from Singapore, Cambodia and Vietnam. And the Nauman Tamavongchit also getting involved in trying to chase, but they're well behind the leaders currently. Prayogo looks like he's breaking for the water. Namkit follows him, and Nguyen opts against it. He and Prabodus perhaps could take advantage of this. We'll try to sprint to the front again, but he's got to round the bend here, and Prabodus Krishnan is not giving him any space on the inside. So he and Namkit are forced to tuck in behind these front two. They'll have a straight to contend with. Prayogo is still going on the outside. He'll try to push his way into a better position, perhaps. And when they cross the finish line here, so 3 laps to go. And the finish line is both the 0 and the 400-meter mark. So 3 laps to go. Prayogo still stuck on the outside here, and Nguyen Van Lai is holding on to that lead. You suspect that with around a kilometre or at least 800 metres to go, he might be thinking about making the move. The Vietnamese athletes have been making moves slightly earlier than some of the other athletes in various international competitions. And one thing that we have seen from Vietnam is the wonderful young talent that is coming through. While Nguyen is not one of the younger talents at 29 and a well-established 2-time gold medalist with the 5,000 metre at these games, one thing you can say about the Vietnamese contingent is the number of promising young athletes that are coming through, particularly in the women's ranks, which has seen their medal tally balloon to 15 before the end of the track and field competition. Next best on that list is Thailand with 7 gold medals, so it's an indication of just how dominant Thailand have been. Now, the chasing gap is being brought a lot closer to these front 4 by the marathon star Soro Young. He's got a couple of athletes on his tail, but now Prayogo immediately picks up the pace as they cross the start line, the finish line, the 400-meter mark, whichever you prefer. And Prayogo picking up the pace. Krishnan is going nowhere. He desperately wants to medal in front of his home fans. Sunshine Namkit looks like he's battling a little there, but holding on to 3rd place currently. A little grimace on his face. And the effect of the 10,000 metre, perhaps not to be underestimated. It was run in very hot and humid conditions on day 4 of the track and field competition. I wonder how much that's taken out of these athletes running in the humidity and the heat. It was 35 degrees Celsius and humid when the 10,000 metre was run. Nguyen has got to make a move. He needs to go for the gold. He won't be doing it around the bend, but they will take the bell here as they cross what will be the finish line in 400 metres time. So at the moment it is the Malaysian who's making the move. This is a good push from Prabodus Krishnan. A man who won his national championships in April has decided to make a push for it, but perhaps has gone too early. Nguyen Van Lai looks very comfortable on his shoulder as they pass the back markers here. Rivero of Cambodia is being left behind, and now Prabodus Krishnan's been left behind. Nguyen Van Lai has got some wonderful back-end speed, and he's proving it here. 200 metres to go. The finish to the men's 5,000 metre, and he is producing a blistering final lap. Prabodus Krishnan, with the impetus initially to get things going, is going to need to hold on for a medal. He is sprinting for all he's worth. There's just nothing left from Prayogo. Namkit is completely out of the medals at the moment, despite taking the initial advantage. But Nguyen Van Lai, the SEA Games record holder, becomes a 3-time gold medalist in the men's 5,000 metre. What a run from Prabodus Krishnan to claim the silver medal in front of his home fans. Agus Prayogo will come home in bronze medal position. But a phenomenal final lap. You've got to feel for Sanchai Namkit. 1 lap to go for Marviro as he crosses the line. It'll be a very, very well-deserved celebration for the Malaysian for his silver medal. So of Singapore has finished just ahead And now coming home, Jit of Lao. Crossing the finish line now for Myanmar. San Naing. So, finishing 5th, but Vietnam's Nguyen Van Lai being congratulated. Nguyen, who still holds the Vietnamese national record, still the SEA Games record holder. 3 successive gold medals in this event. From Cambodia, Maviro is coming around for his final 100 meters now and just being welcomed home by those who've come out to enjoy all the athletics competition at the 2017 SEA Games, the 29th Southeast Asia Games. A host of records have gone. We've seen some blistering performances. This is not one of them. At times relatively slow in the heat and humidity for the longer events, but it's another gold medal for Vietnam. The 16th gold medal so far at Kuala Lumpur 2017 SEA Games in the athletics competition. That was a phenomenal run from Prabhadus Krishnan. He's broken. He is struggling to walk to his basket where he left his tracksuit and various belongings. Agus Prayogo, well, to beat this legend, you know you've done a brilliant job. Nguyen Van Lai with a back-end speed. He's trained for it, he's prepared for it. Took this race to Prayogo. Prabhadus Krishnan to break the dominance of one of those two athletes is thoroughly impressive. That was the moment it happened. Prabhadus Krishnan made the break with 400 meters to go, ran on the outside of the penultimate bend. And by the time it got to the very last bend, Nguyen Van Lai realized he could take it relatively easy, just looking over his shoulder, controlling the race, and then crosses the finish line for yet another gold medal, his 3rd in succession. Punches the air in delight. And Prabhadus Krishnan cannot underestimate the fantastic performance as he posts a PB to come home in silver medal position and ahead of the legendary Agus Prayogo, who collects another SEA Games medal, a bronze medal this time. And the 32-year-old remains a 5-time SEA Games champion. Confirmation then of the results. Well, 14:55.15, not the quickest time, but Nguyen Van Lai, gold medalist. A PB for Prabhadus Krishnan, 14:57.43 for silver. Agus Prayogo takes the bronze. Good strong finish as well from the marathon gold medalist, So Ru Yong, to finish 5th. Final instructions. Preparing to go over the bar at 2 meters 24. Lee Hup Wei, 3-time champion. 3rd attempt at 2 meters 24. Just to stay in the competition. Oh, he's done it! Lee Hup Wei, at 30 years old, goes over at 2:24. It's the same height he managed to clear at the Australian champs in Sydney back in April. A season's best equaling performance. He brushed it ever so lightly, but not enough to rock that bar off its cradle. Had first to congratulate him, applaud him. Two-time defending champion Naroj Singh, his compatriot. Oh, nice grand jump. High fives all round. So 2 failures at 224, but Lee Hopway over at 224. So equals the SEA Games record. The SEA Games record of Lukham Si was actually first set back in 1995 in Chiang Mai in Thailand. I didn't say we're set to see a SEA Games record go today, though. So the bar goes higher. Technical officials to measure the height of the bar. All the equipment being thoroughly checked. Lee Hopway, first attempt at 2m26. So equaled the SEA Games record already with that clearance at 2m24. Well, the Asian record stands at a very impressive 2:43. Mutaz Barshim, the record holder, and has been desperately trying to claim a first world title. Oh, it looks like it's 2:28 they put it up to. It was a 2-centimeter increment. It's up at 2:28. Lee Hopway is going to need some improvement here. He brushed the bar at 2m24 and clearing it from his third attempt. First attempt at 2:28 and takes it off with his ankles. His heels, his ankles, just clipped it right off the bar. So first attempt at 2:28, unsuccessful. So Malaysia continue their dominance in this high jump final, men's high jump competition. Now, first attempt for this man, the Malaysian record holder, the defending champion, Naroj Singh, approaching his very best. 2:28. First attempt for Naroj Singh. Cleared this height this season. Can he do it here? Oh, agonizingly close. He was a lot closer to clearing than his teammates. Just wants to look up the scoreboard and see how he failed to clear. So Passing all the way. 2 meters 20 entered. And athletes that were entering at 185. Looked like he just clipped it with his glute. A brush with his trailing leg. It came rocking off its cradle. Bar crashing to the ground. Series of jumps will determine which of these two competitors wins gold and which wins silver. This is exactly what Malaysia wanted, though. They wanted a Malaysian 1-2. You're going to get it here. In which order? Nora Singh was the favourite. Lee Hup Wei trying to upset the odds. No. That was a poor run. If he had managed to control himself and not step close to the bar, not go under the bar, it wouldn't have counted as a jump. And he could have gone back to his starting position and started his run again. The moment he dipped under the crossbar, he was marked down as an unsuccessful attempt. He had 2 unsuccessful attempts at 2 meters 24. Still managed to clear the bar at 2:24. 2 unsuccessful attempts now at 2 meters 28. Now Singh for his second attempt at 2:28. The clearance here will give him pole position for the gold medal. Good speed on the approach. No, that leading arm certainly didn't help him. Maybe a little too much speed. Trying to put too much effort into an attempt is sometimes the worst possible thing. It's a second consecutive failure now at 2:28. Third attempt at 2 meters 28. And failure here will see his elimination. Clearance will see him into the gold medal position. Lee Hup Wei, no, took out the bar on the way up. That is the end of his high jump competition. He will finish in silver medal position on countback. He had 2 failures at 2:24, the height that he managed to clear. Even if Narod Singh fails with his third attempt at 2:28, he will claim the gold medal because he had a clean series all the way up to his failure at 2:28. It's a silver medal for the 3-time champion Lee Hup Wei. Narod Singh taking his time about his third attempt. Well, both Lee Hup Wei and Narod Singh have equalled The long-standing SEA Games record set as far back as 1995 by their compatriot Liu Kyun-zi. 2:24 at the 95 SEA Games in Chiang Mai in Thailand. But this will be a record on his own. He's got the gold medal guaranteed because of his cleaner card leading up to this height. Nora Singh of Malaysia, who cleared 2 meters 30 in Singapore in June to set a new Malaysian national record to go 2:28 here. Fails to clear it at 2:28, but he'll win with his clearance at 2:24, which equals the SEA Games record, and a third consecutive gold medal in the men's high jump for Nora Singh of Malaysia. A fine series for the Malaysian jumpers. Clean card all the way up to 2 meters 28, but 3 failures at that height means they're both done in the high jump competition. Nora Singh claims the gold ahead of Lee Hup Wei. His only failure of the competition coming at that top height. Each grab a flag and will each celebrate in front of their partisan crowd. Malaysian fans who've come out in numbers, all seated on the grandstand to enjoy the athletics action here at the Bukit Jalil National Stadium. The Malaysian 1-2, exactly what the crowd wanted. Malaysia and Vietnam have completely dominated over the years. And between the two countries, 8 of the top 10 jumpers this season have come from Vietnam and Malaysia, so unsurprising we're seeing the dominance. Good speed and a big clearance, first time at 2:24.
With a time of 50 minutes, 0.118.
Confirmation then of the results. Nora Singh with a better card, the fewest failures, takes the gold with the same height of the man who takes silver, Lee Hup Wei. 2:18. Nguyen Dan Gan of Vietnam will take the bronze medal ahead of his compatriot Vu Duc An, who misses out. The season's best for the 19-year-old Vu Duc An, despite missing out on a medal.
Saudara tuan-tuan sedang hadirin para peminat olahraga yang dihormati sekalian, bagi acara lompat tinggi mengenai pingat Malaysia peserta 1
The victory ceremony for the women's 100-meter hurdles.
The medal
was a fine bronze medal for Nurizlin bin Zaini. She ran 14.14 seconds. Athletes around her clipping hurdles. She ran a clean series over the 10 hurdles and equals her national record. Still only 19 years old. New personal best. And a bronze medal now. Equaling Jana Wong Min's national record of 14.14 set 3 years ago.
The silver medalist is Raja Nurshina from Malaysia.
Well, a grand cheer for Raja Nurshina. A 13.92 run for the 26-year-old. She's gone faster this year, including a 13.7 in Ipoh in February. A relatively composed run. She was expecting to be a medalist, hoping for the gold. Expecting to be top 3 at least with the time she was running, with only Tran and Nova faster.
The gold medalist and the 29 SEA Games champion.
But the champion of the women's 100-meter hurdles hails from Vietnam. 13.40 seconds. Tran Thi Yen Hoa picks up Vietnam's 15th gold medal of the athletics and keeps up what has been a very impressive run by Vietnamese female athletes. The women have won every gold on the track bar one. Tran Thi Yen Hoa, gold medalist in 13.40 seconds in the women's 100-meter hurdles.
Of Vietnam.
Splendid effort from Tran Thi Yen Hoa of Vietnam as she claims the gold medal in a very impressive 13.40 seconds ahead of Malaysia's Raja Nurshina, 13.92 for silver, and Singapore's Nurizlin bin Zaini, 14.14 national record. Well, after 5 rounds, Insung finally producing that throw of over 5 53 meters. Sees herself currently leading, but the battle for the silver and bronze is certainly still on. Any one of the top 6 could still claim either of those medals. Some throw for Myanmar's Marmar's son. Just to improve her current position of 7th. To get up at Discus beyond the 40-meter mark. And still short of a 5th round attempt of 41.02. So we'll finish 7th. Yep, Jensung capable of going 55 meters. 45 meters rather. Struggling to get anywhere close in this series. Needs to improve her best, perhaps push herself up into medal contention. And that's a lot better looking throw, but around the 45-meter mark. Her best throw of the series comes as the final effort, but still not good enough to put her into medal contention. Malbong, of her 5 attempts so far, only 1 has been a legal throw. Twice she's hit the metal upright, holding the net in place. Lost her balance. She's had a disappointing effort as well. Really needs to find something here. She needs to improve her standing. Perhaps a little too much height. Came down very suddenly, but short of where she would like it to be, and short of the medal placings. She'll finish no higher than 6th in this women's discus. One place off the medal standings after a 44.03 at her 2nd attempt. Chorwan Sroisena of Thailand, her compatriot leading the competition. The technique is there, but again, not a throw that'll improve her standing. Nguyen Thi Hong Thi of Vietnam. It's a big improvement to get herself into silver. Don't worry about that one. So a no throw to finish. And she steps outside the 2.5 meter circle. 2.5 meter diameter of that circle. Enough movement. Subinrat Insang, she's really battled to get into her series. 2 particularly disappointing efforts. And then a registered throw that was well below the 50 meter mark. The 5th attempt that went over 53, but still nowhere near her national record of 60 meters 09. Is there a big throw to come here? And it'll be her biggest of the series, and it'll confirm the gold medal, 55.23. There'll be nothing that Chu Kang Ni can do about that effort. Well, an attempt that laid down the marker first up, and a solid series beyond that. Thoroughly deserving of the silver medal, is to improve her best and to improve the national record she set with that first round attempt. I doubt she'll get anywhere near the gold medal. And that is a really big throw. Now that is surely going to be a new national record. 47.91. So some delight to be taken from this Chu Kang-ni. 47.91. Solid series, everything over 44 meters. Champion though, not to be denied for the fourth discus competition in succession at the Southeast Asian Games. Oh, just completely overcome following a silver medal performance in such emphatic fashion for Malaysian athletics. Tears for Chu Kang-ni. Congratulations from the fellow competitors. Confirmation then of the results. Subarnat Insang, unsurprisingly, fourth consecutive gold medal in the women's discus throw by nearly 10 meters. Chu Kang-ni, 47.91, a Malaysian national record for the silver. Nguyen Thi Hong Thi, over 45 meters for her bronze. The victory ceremony for the men's 110-meter hurdles.
The medals will be presented by Yang Ahmad Mulia,
His freshly shaved head, the champion, Raizam Shah.
Tuanku Jaafar Al-Haj, President of Olympic Council of Malaysia. The mascot and seedling will be presented by Tuan Haji Muhammad bin Awang, Council Member of Malaysia Athletics Federation. Ladies and gentlemen, the bronze medalist is Clinton Kingsley B. from Philippines with the time of 14.15 seconds.
The bronze medalist from the Philippines, Clinton Kingsley Bautista, denied Laura sprinter Shaisa Anson a second medal at the SEA Games. 3/100ths of a second ahead of him, Clinton Kingsley Bautista of the Philippines. The new season's best, and a bronze medal to show for his effort.
The medalist is Jamras Ritadan from Thailand.
A man who's no stranger to winning.
14.10 seconds.
Nowhere near his SEA Games record, which remains of 13.69. He ran a 14.10, did Jamras Ritadan. After winning 4 consecutive gold medals from 2009 through to 2015, he's been pipped into the gold medal position by his longtime rival. And the 2014 Asian Games bronze medalist gets silver here. But with a freshly shaved head.
The gold medalist.
A man who fulfilled his pledge to shave his head if he came away with the gold medal in the men's 110-meter hurdles. Is Raizam Shah of Malaysia. A new national record this season of 13.67. But a time of 13.83. Romped to glory in the men's 110-meter hurdles and then lived up to his promise. The razor came out and his hair is gone. He stands with a shaved head, freshly shaved, on top of this podium. Hair shaved in this national stadium, moments after his win. Now to hear his national anthem. Faisal Shah of Malaysia is the champion. Ran a 13.83 and then summarily had his head shaved, as he pledged to do if he claimed gold in this men's 110-meter hurdles. Second to the four-time gold medalist Jamras Ritiret of Thailand, and bronze to Philippines Clinton Kingsley Bautista.
Thank you to all our VIPs. Congratulations to the medalists.
victory ceremony for the men's 5,000 meter.
The mascot and seedling will be presented by Yang Berbahagia Dato' S. Vijayan Dunan, Council Member of Malaysia Athletics Federation. Ladies and gentlemen, the bronze medalist is Agus Prayogo from Indonesia.
Champion in 2011, silver medalist in 2015, Agus Prayogo is now a bronze medalist for Indonesia in the men's 5,000 meter. The champion of the 10,000 cannot complete the 10,000, 5,000 meter double. Beaten on the day by another two competitors. Agus Prayogo, though, proudly on the podium yet again in his illustrious middle distance career.
The silver medalist is Prayabudas Krishnan from Malaysia.
Now this was an exceptional silver medal, truth be told. A man who had struggled to 14.59 at his national championships in April, got himself selected to Kuala Lumpur 2017 SEA Games, kept the pace with the favourites, Agus Prayogo, Nguyen Van Lai and Sanjay Namket. He left them all behind. Nguyen Van Lai caught up to him, but the other two could not. Prayabudas Krishnan with a phenomenal final lap, a PB 14.57, and now a silver medalist.
Ladies and gentlemen, the gold medalist and the 29 SEA Games champion is Nguyen Van Lai from Vietnam.
But the champion from Vietnam, nowhere near his SEA Games record of 14.04. He ran a 14.55 in what was a slow starting race in relatively tough conditions. Temperature of nearly 35 degrees Celsius. Nguyen Van Lai romped to victory though, sprinting the last 200 meters as he passed Prayabudas Krishnan on the back straight, rounded the final bend and claimed his third consecutive gold medal in the men's 5,000 meter and Vietnam's 16th gold medal of the athletics. Celebrations for the Vietnamese contingent, and particularly for Nguyen Van Lai. 29-year-old is a champion again. Claims gold for Vietnam ahead of a very impressive run by Prayabudas Krishnan, who claimed silver for Malaysia. Bronze going to Agus Prayogo, the 2011 champion. victory ceremony for the women's discus throw.
Kuala
Lumpur 2017 mascot.
Of Defense, Malaysia. The mascot and seedling will be presented by Yang Berbahagia Datuk Dr. S.S. Shima, Chairman of Medical and Doping Committee of SEA Games 2017.
The bronze medalist from Vietnam, Nguyen Thi Hong Thi. .45.10 meters for the Vietnamese discus thrower. Good enough for the bronze medal. A proud young Chu Kang Ni. The 23-year-old stepped up into this competition with a personal best of 44.90 meters, managed to launch the discus out to a national record 47.91, and has not only a new personal best and a national record, but a silver medal at the Southeast Asia Games as well.
The gold medalist and the 29 SEA Games champion is Subhanrat Insane.
And somebody who struggled to get anywhere near her personal best won the gold medal regardless.
55.23.
She tossed the discus out to 55.23 meters. The former Asian junior champion, the silver medalist at the 2017 Asian Championships, is a gold medalist for the 4th consecutive time in the women's discus at the Southeast Asian Championships. Still nearly 5 meters short of her national record. In the end, the throws came together and a disappointing series ended with a gold medal for Thailand. All on the top rung for the final photos, celebrating medals. Vietnam with the bronze, a proud silver medalist of Malaysia, Chu Kang Ni, the new national record, and Subhanrat Insang of Thailand with gold.
Thank you to all of the VIPs. Congratulations to
results of the afternoon session. Women's discus throw inside gold again over Chu and Nguyen. Women's 100 hurdles final saw Tran claim another Vietnamese gold medal on the track for the women. Sheena with a fine silver, and Zaini, national record for the Singaporean, and a bronze. While in the men's 110-metre hurdles, it was Raisam Shah who delighted the crowd, dipping under 14 seconds for the win and shaving his head as a result, as he promised to do. He did it second, and Kingsley Bautista finishing in bronze medal position. Men's 5,000 metre, and that's the start list. Confirmation of the win was Nguyen Van Lai claimed the gold. Prayoga did manage to claim a medal. It was the bronze, but Krishnan with the surprise silver in phenomenal fashion, going under 15 minutes. Here's confirmation of the results. Nguyen Van Lai 14:55.15. Ramadas Krishnan just sprinted all he was worth in the final 400, and Prayoga bronze.